Hey people of Earth and beyond, this is Surreal, and it is Thursday, and I apologize for this video being up so late, and I also apologize that this probably won't be edited well, if at all. I am currently, 3 days away from going to camp, so I've been doing all this crazy stuff, and I've been all over the place, and I've been cleaning and doing all sorts of chores and spending quality time with my family because that's just the people that they are. But I'm gonna jump right into the video this week. So the question is, how has coming out affected your life? And I kind of interpreted it how I wanted to, so I hope that's okay. So since coming out, I've had a lot of sort of trials with my family I've had to do, and a lot of... Sorry, there was a truck outside starting. Anyway, so since coming out, I've had to figure out, how to work around, my family's issues and my friends' issues and, the school and all that stuff, and it was really awkward at first, but, it really did bring a lot of good. So one thing that it brought to me was dating. I hated the idea of dating before I came out. It was just it was not appealing in the slightest because I knew I was supposed to be dating, but it was I don't like the people that I'm supposed to date, so I don't really want to date, so I didn't. But then when I came out and I got my first girlfriend and all that jazz, dating was fantastic. It was one of my favorite things, and I always had a girlfriend. Kind of got over that, which is for the best, because you don't always need a girlfriend. Another thing is that I got to meet a lot of really, really amazing people. That didn't really happen until I left Maine, because in northern Maine there's really nothing, at all. I was one of the 2 gay people I knew of, which is a problem. But when I moved up to Washington, I made a really good community and made lots of friends, and it has been a fantastic experience, and I wouldn't have met a lot of these really amazing people without all of the openness and stuff that comes along with being out in the Seattle area. I learned how to express myself better, which is something I didn't really do before. I was really introverted, and I didn't like to be noticed a lot, so I kind of stayed on the DL most of the time. I wouldn't have had rainbow hair in northern Maine or any of that jazz. I wouldn't be okay just expressing my gender in a non-super binary way. Also, from coming out, I found Camp Tentries, and I know I talk about Camp Tentries a lot, but it is a fantastic place. It has been one of the biggest turning points and greatest experiences in my life. After my first year at camp, I really opened up. I came back and my parents were kind of well, you're not going back there because they corrupted you, they changed you, and it's no, I kind of changed myself at camp, and it's a good thing I did, because I'm a lot more comfortable with me and my identity and other people. I can talk to people now, imagine that. So finding Camp Tentries was the best. Honestly, if you have a chance to go to Camp Tentries, go to Camp Tentries. I sincerely recommend it. Also Gender Odyssey. I went to Gender Odyssey for the first time this year, and it's a gender conference sort of thing. Basically it's a whole bunch of trans people or gender fluid or gender queer people in one big conference, and you get to learn a lot of information that's hard to find. So there were a lot of workshops about like hormones and surgery and all that jazz, which was cool because I needed to go to those, my parents needed to go to those. But there were also ones about like finding yourself and like expressing yourself, and there were panels of like doctors and LGBT, or not LGBT necessarily, but mostly trans adults, and I was on a panel of trans youth, which was cool. So Gender Odyssey was a really awesome experience. This is my name tag. Bam, surreal. It was fantastic. I had an amazing time, made a lot of friends. A lot of my friends that I already knew were there, which was cool. I recommend going to Gender Odyssey as well. So, Camp Tendries and Gender Odyssey. I'm gonna keep pushing organizations and like things to go to at you guys, just because I know that you'll appreciate it in the long run. And the last really good thing that came out of me coming out, and I mean, there's definitely more than just the things I mentioned, but the things that have really been big in my life right now are the things that I'm mentioning. But the last thing is the collab channel. Woo! If I hadn't come out, I wouldn't have been willing to even, like, look at these YouTube channels. I wouldn't be on a YouTube channel. I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys and, like, share my experiences and all that jazz if I hadn't come out. So, this video is now 7 minutes long, and I'm probably not going to edit it, and I apologize for that. I also won't be there for the next 2 weeks because I will be at camp, and I apologize for that as well. Also, AJ and I both feel pretty bad about not posting videos. Last week we were gonna post one after Gender Odyssey, but neither of us had enough footage, so yeah, I'm sorry. But anyway, I will see you guys on the 30th, because that's the next time I'll be here. So, peace out, enjoy the rest of your summers, and maybe I'll see you guys at camp if you're there. Bye.